Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Mike, the plant guy. I have a lot of different things here that I'm working on putting into the ground. I have a beautiful Expiry azalea here, and just some spring color. Have a lot of seedlings on the go here. This has been a slow spring. Have some strawberry plants here and some cayenne peppers. More strawberries and some other veggie plants. Sunflowers, calendula, some cucumber plants, and in the background in the gallon pots I have some pawpaw plants, seedlings that I picked up the seeds last fall, and they seem to be doing pretty well. This is our hydrangea bush, which is quite close to the garden, or to the house. Our pear tree here. Oh, and of course Dolly, who is coming with me and supervising. Now, one really interesting thing that I've got over here is a Jack in the Pulpit. I'll get you the Latin name of that another time, but you can look that up if you like. I have some little Jack in the Pulpit seedlings there. I found that and dug it up and brought it with me. I have my sweet scented viburnum over here. Some native plant color, some apple trees, and I believe these are a type of service berry. Another apple tree over here, right next to the clothesline pole. No clothesline, because it gets so windy up here. Clothes just wrap around the clothesline, that's no fun. And there's a big lovage plant up in the background there. And this is the line of sight garden. Some of you who've seen my photos have seen all of the daffodils that I planted in here last fall for Marie. This garden here is in the line of sight from the house, so that when Marie can't go out because of all the bugs, she can see the garden easily from the back window. We have some large perennials here, some of which we got from the garden clubs and incorporated them in a different spot in the garden, which wasn't quite as advantageous. So we're just moving them around so that they're more visible. And in this patch here, we have some really big valerian plants that are doing rather well. Another little patch that I'm working on. Everything's a work in progress, with some very nice big echinacea plants here. And of course some more daffodils. This is our fire pit here. And these squared off blocks, I found those down in our woods and I brought them up to set here so that we can sit around the fire. We have some elderberry bushes growing in here. And we have a little apple tree, multi-apple. It's actually got some blossoms on it this year. And you never know, we might even get some apples this year. Now over here, I have a patch which I've been prepping since last fall. I brought in a couple of loads of horse manure and layered it with wood chips, which we got from a tree service, to expand the garden patch. And here are our rhubarb plants, and quite a lot of chives here, so that'll be kind of cool later on. Now this garden patch here has 5 different apple varieties, and I'm actually encouraging some St. John's wort plants. Very nice specimen right here. And another little patch in the background there. They'll be blooming a little bit later on, and we'll be talking about what we do with St. John's wort. And walking down towards the driveway here. Some daffodils that I planted a while ago. They naturalized here and they're doing quite well. And this is the patch where all those big perennials come from that I've been moving up into the line of sight garden. Off in the distance, on the edge of the woods there, we see some other pin cherries and various other native plantings. And there's the woodshed and the trailer and the storage container. Oh, and there is Eartha and there is Snoopy. They're helping me too here. They're supervising, making sure I'm doing it right. This little retaining wall here is made up of lobster traps that I got for free because the lobster fishermen were getting rid of them. Now, a couple of things over here. We have a linden tree, and our Bella is buried under that, or close to that tree after she passed away, and our kitty cat Pie is under that bench. Yeah, it was sad. I have a couple of lilac trees here that I just picked up this year and planted. And on the edge of the house here, there's another little impromptu garden that is collecting a few different things as I'm going along. And because it only gets sunlight half the day, it's a little bit slower than everybody else, but that's okay. So, I hope you enjoyed the walk around. And if you'd like to find out more and see what else I do over the course of the season, you know what to do. There's a little button down there where you can subscribe. And I thank you very much for coming on the tour with me. Have a lovely, colorful day. Cheers.